wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gap. It is Wednesday.
Hello.
That means it's time for your champion, Swerve Scott, Dalitha, and Travis hanging out on Wrestling Gap.
Yeah, on a Wednesday for AEW Dynamite, because everybody's the mostest, favoritist show in the whole wide worldist. The Cat's coming because he's so excited. We got people in our chat. We got Walter and Brandon and P-Cole with us.
So Swerve didn't
cool.
like
Hi, guys.
what MJF had to say about him. And so now he's trying to, talk.
Oh, Lord. Walter's like, hey, Travis, hi, Daphne. Brandon says Chris Statlander married Brandon Stevens. And Walter says, Daphne didn't win bingo. Oh, bummer. Walter, I was hoping you would so you could get some Starbucks or some Chick-fil-A. He's a loser. That's not nice, Travis.
No, it means last.
Walter says, Swerve promo. And P-Cole says, rip to the great Jerry West.
Jerry West died, huh? No wonder the Lakers are so bad.
West?
He's the logo. You ever seen the NBA logo?
No.
That's him.
Here's Leopold Cat, Walter. Leopold, say hi to Walter. Hi, Walter.
I saw an assassin once.
Walter says, okay, at 9 I'm going. Be here Saturday for WWE pay-per-view. Friday is movie night. Walter said hello to Leopold Cat, and Pico said he is. That's sad, I guess. I don't know. How old was he? Was he 106?
Probably in his 80s or 90s.
Robert Cortez is in the chat. Hey, Robert, how's it going? Says, let's go, AEW. You a big AEW fan? Who's your favorite wrestler in AEW right now? All of them? None of them? Some of them? Pickle says, I'm locked in on the finals. Sorry, but AEW is not in my time frame. Who's winning, Picola? Who's winning? Are they winning? Are they winning now? Who's winning? Huh.
Not sure what. The logo.
Huh, that's cool. I'm surprised they haven't made a huge deal out of it and said that it was, whatever, that one stuff that they talk about.
Appropriation.
Oh, because, is he white?
He is.
That's what I mean. They're not representing everybody.
They talked about changing it to Michael Jordan's 25 years ago, but
and then they found out he has a gambling problem. So they said, probably no on that. Walter says Taz and Tony and Excalibur on commentary. Oh, Walter, those guys, they all kind of blow it commentary. Picole's like, believe he was 86. No tip-offs in 20 minutes. Ooh, the tip-off is in 20 minutes? You didn't want to hear Swerve yak his face off? He's defensive over friends. I don't know who his friends are. Brandon's like, CEO, and Walter's like, boo, Young Bucks. So basically, they're like, we're the CEOs. We get to have those tag team titles back. Look at us. We own this place. Give us the titles.
They have the titles, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's why I said they're like, give us the titles so we have them. Yeah, we have them. Walter says, boo to the Young Bucks. P-Cola seconds that boo.
So Cody, last night, was on NXT, and he announced a 25-man battle royal.
For NXT?
To see who's going to be the next challenger for blah, blah, blah.
What's the blah, blah, blah?
The trick.
Oh, okay.
And anyways, he said that there'll be wrestlers from other locker rooms.
What?
And then Matt Hardy said...
Matt Hardy?
That he was looking forward to wrestling in NXT's match. Yeah. Because he's in TNA now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So it's going to be between them and TNA. Well, that's just ridiculous, because you know that TNA person isn't going to win it.
They could.
But then what?
It's for, well, they'll lose to Trick, but...
It's just silly. Are you coming back? Did Dad not have his...
Moose. I'd like to see Moose just come and kick his ass.
That'd be alright.
Pretty sure that's the only guy they have. But if I was one of those free agents, like Jinder, I would go to WWE, go to Triple H and just be like, hey, I'm going to go sign with AEW if you get rid of my contract. You know, that clause. I'll go sign with them, and then I can wrestle in it. I don't know why he wouldn't say yes. Because it's like you're working for him anyways. Because he's still under contract for WWE for 90 days.
Didn't the federal government, like, put some law through that you can't do that to people now? Like, you can't have, like, no competes or no
I don't know.
compete clauses in your contracts and stuff because it's, like, now illegal or something.
Right. I don't know. If there was, those guys would catch it and already have done a lawsuit.
I'm pretty sure
illegal.
they just barely made it. He just gave
those
him his
sneakers
pair
are
of
sold
sneakers
out.
off his feet.
I happen to have a pair of those. Thank you. Oh, those are tiny.
Yeah.
Well, women do.
Well, he has to because he's kind of womanish, and he likes to clutch his pearls a lot. Oh, no.
What happened? Oh, he threw him.
He threw him out into the audience. Oh, God. Anyways, Vindicator, it says, hi, delete that, hi, Travis, hi, chat. Hey, Vin, good to see you tonight.
Good to see
Walter
ya.
says, free shoes for an AEW fan. Yeah, free shoes.
I got AEW. Oh, look, it's the Acclaim. Why are they coming out?
Well, because they were mean to him last week. So they got to come out and be weird, I guess. Vindicator's like, uh-oh, Acclaimed would be the safest, most uninteresting group they could add to Swerve Blood and Guts team. Ugh.
Right.
Don't be mean to Max Caster. It's rude. Pickle says, I don't know. I don't want any card with AEW or WWE covering. It may be just me. Walter says, Dustin Rhodes. Vindicator says, I agree, Pickle. That would severely hurt AEW. No, not having them together. Travis was talking... We're talking about the people who are let go from WWE, hence Ricochet, okay? We'll talk about Ricochet.
He's not let go yet, though.
He's going to be leaving at the end of his contract, right? Whenever that is. Now, at the end of his contract, like, can he go anywhere after that? He's a free agent, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not the end of his contract, but the end. Well, I don't know how it works if it expires. I think you can go when it expires.
If it expires, then it should be he can go anywhere and do anything.
I think so.
But let's say he was let go before then, right? They have a 90-day, if they're let go,
Right.
they have a 90-day no-compete clause in their contracts, so they can't work or do anything anywhere else, right? So what we're talking about is those people. Not your free agents that can go anywhere or do anything. But what we're talking about is to get rid of the no-compete clause. To literally say, if they're like they're in their contract and they're like, I don't want to be in this contract anymore. I want to go over here. He should just wipe his hands of them, not have the 90-day no-compete, and just get rid of them off the roster.
Right.
Like, what difference does it make? I mean, he doesn't want to keep them anyways, so it won't change anything. Walter wants Dustin to win this, but I have a feeling he's not going to, but we'll pretend. Walter says Christopher Daniels, now an AEW official, has retired from wrestling.
Do you think that he can wrestle for just a few more years? Like 5.5 years? And wrestle in 30?
Oh, Jesus.
He wrestled in 80s, 90s, 2000s, 10s, 20s.
I don't know.
5 different decades already.
I guess it depends on
He's
if he
pretty tall.
doesn't have a major injury, maybe?
Right.
I don't know.
How his back's doing?
Vindicator says, yeah, Ricochet is not a needle mover no matter where he goes. You fucking think?
Hey, we get to watch Sasha Banks wrestle somebody we've never heard of.
Oh, good. I get to not pay attention. Well, it says Jack Perry likes to hurt AEW wrestlers. No, he would never do that.
Well, only with Flame.
Vindicator says, on a random note, only nice thing I can say about Jack Perry is he kept himself in better shape than Jericho. Well, he's also like 20-something years old. It's a little bit different when you're 57.
Yeah, Jericho's like 137 years old.
I mean, come on now. He's in pretty good shape for being 137, Vindicator. You know, at least he works for his pay, and he's not a swindler like all those other guys. So there you go. Pico's like, Dustin can do a Canadian Destroyer like he's a 20-something.
Yeah.
That made my body make weird tingles.
Oh, did it?
Yes.
I know what it feels like. I didn't get it, but I know what you're talking about. There's blood dripping all over the floor.
Oh, no. Somebody's got a blood. Somebody got their blood going. Ooh, crazy puffs. Oh, God. Wonder if they burn. He's like chucking them across the thing for his kid to grab. Burned his mouth. People's like, Jungle, jack
Do you know
off.
who
His
this guy
girlfriend
is
has
here
a
in this
sweet
commercial?
ass.
Have you ever seen him before?
Yes, but not where you think. Pedro Pascal.
You know who he is.
Yes, I finally figured it out. I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
Oh.
I've seen him on memes.
Okay, so I saw him in a meme, and he was with the girl that's on the Avengers. That sometimes she's pretty and sometimes she's not. She has the weird. There's only two, and it's not Scarlet. The other one.
It's not Widow. It's not the Widow one.
It's the other one that was like in a mental institution, and she can do things with her mind. She's with the robot a lot.
Oh, the witch lady? The lady who's a witch?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about? He's with her, and he's holding her umbrella. And they make eye contact, and they're like, I just want somebody to love me like... Or to look at me like this. How they're making eye contact because he's holding her umbrella.
Okay.
Anyways, that's the meme I know him from.
Scarlet Witch, Piccola is who we're talking about. Whoever she is. Whoever plays her. Piccola says, there you go, that counts as a compliment, right? And Sophie says...
really round eyes.
Yeah. Hi, how was your day been? Pretty good, Sophie. How was yours? There's a documentary called Who Killed WCW. That would be McMahon.
No. I don't think Vince had anything to do with it.
He did it. It's all his fault.
No. Who killed... I think it was a gang of things, but in reality, what killed them is the merger. Time Warner merger. Yeah. Because once Ted Turner left, those corporate guys didn't know anything about wrestling. And so they just wrote it off. They'd just rather dump it. And they did. And they dumped it to Vince for like $3 million. I bet you if people would have realized that they could have got it for $3 million, almost anybody else would have bought it.
Probably. Sophie says today they announced the cast of the live-action Moana movie.
Moana.
That one.
Moana.
That is coming in 2026. Nobody's going to care, Sophie.
Yeah.
Vindicator says, yeah, only WCW fans will care, Sophie. That's possible. Vindicator says Wonder Woman is superior to all imitators, LOL. Are you talking about the original Wonder Woman? Because if you're talking about the original, I will say yes, you're correct.
What was it?
Wonder Woman is superior to all imitators.
Dude, I love that woman. I don't hate the new one either, but...
she's okay. Original's way better. Picole's like she is one of the Olsens, the non-twin sister.
She sure does look like an Olsen twin. Is she really one of those? Like she's related to that family?
Sounds like it.
Because she does kind of look like that.
That's what Picole is saying, so I'm going to go with what he's saying, and he knows his Marvel shit. Sophie says the roster of WCW killed WCW. Aw, Sophie. Picole's like, you and some Olsen twin BS movie member berries. You member.
No, it definitely it wasn't like a dude that did it. It would have been just the merger. Now, granted, there was a bunch of stupid shit going on at that time, And obviously the worst was that dude. I can't think of his name ever, but he was terrible. That's probably why I try to black it out of my mind. He was running creative, and he was absolute terrible.
He was trash garbage.
Sometimes I think that Vince planted him there.
We don't talk about him because he's trash garbage. Russo.
Yeah, Vince Russo.
I remembered the trash garbage man. That's terrible.
But I wouldn't blame it all on Vince Russo. But you could blame 30% on why people didn't watch on Vince Russo. And then the other 70% on why it died on the merger.
Vindicator says the roster of WWE is killing WWE. NXT lost more viewers last night than last week, LOL. That's because it sucked butthole.
What was that?
NXT sucks butthole.
I don't watch it.
There's no reason to watch it. There's nothing on there that's even remotely
Well, I don't know what they're
interesting.
doing over there. It's kind of like they're going the wrong direction.
Well, it's because there's a guy who can't see straight is running it. So it makes sense that it's not going in the right direction. I crack myself up. Because like Linda Carter was a babe. Hell yeah, she was. Such a babe.
She was just put together.
Very well. Like, mwah. Sophie says, all 7 Saw movies are on Disney Plus now. That's kind of weird, but okay. Pico says, I wish in another universe I would have worked for the producers of Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah, right? If you had to do it all over again, but you knew the stuff you knew, but you could go back and like replay some of your life, I think I would make different decisions. A lot of them. Vindicator says Cody was on there last night to save the show and he can't even save SmackDown. LOL. I don't think he was there to save the show, Vin, but Matt Hardy might. So there you go. Piccolo says that whole doc is fantastic and now they're moving on to Who Killed WCW. Oh, yeah.
Old Dubsy Dub.
What were you looking up?
Nothing.
Oh.
I was going to look up that girl's
We've
name,
got
but you got it. It was something Olsen. I think her name's Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Olsen?
That kind of came to my mind when he said Olsen.
Ah.
But I could be wrong. Sometimes she looks really pretty, and other times you're like, oh, God. I think it's because of her bug eyes.
Bug eyes. Yeah, it's Elizabeth Olsen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when he said Olsen, it just clicked.
Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch. Oh, yeah, she's definitely Olsen something.
No, that's what I said. She looks like him. Once he said that, I was like, she kind of does look like that. Like, because they remember how pretty they were going to be, and they had like some pedophile countdown for them. Do you remember that shit?
Kind of.
They had a countdown for when they were going to be 18 on the internet. They literally was a website that counted down the days.
That's kind of creepy.
Because people were pedos. I have no idea what it was called or anything, but I know it was out there. It was the countdown timer. And it was like this big deal. It's like they just got weirder looking and weirder looking and weirder looking.
It's like and they probably have eating disorders,
Right.
so it made it even worse. Vindicator says, and nobody cares that Jack just beat a geezer. Oh, bummer for us. I think AEW has done too many ladder matches lately. What? Never. They love ladders. Feels like, Lord, they probably add up to 215 pounds. Are you talking about all 3 of them together? Are you talking about both the twins and Elizabeth? Just curious.
Bit of buff. "10 years ago, was it today? It was 10 years ago yesterday is when Drew McIntyre was released from WWE.
Who was?
Drew McIntyre.
Oh, wow.
And now, in 10 short years, he's Drew McIntyre.
She's the younger sister of the twins.
She looks younger. You think Anna Jay's doing other dudes in the back?
Well, if she was smart, she wouldn't be with that jackhole, but who knows? Not my worry. Oh, look, Tyler's in the chat giving us a super chat. Thanks, Tyler.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Tyler.
that, hon. Just so I just say rub. Oh, that's really nice of you. Hope everything's going well for you, buddy.
Old Willa.
Oh, no, she totally lost for him. Imagine that. Pickle's like, eat a cheeseburger. Damn. LOL, perhaps. Vindicator says the swamps of Louisiana. Is that where Briscoe is from? Delete that. I don't think so. I don't know where he's from. I'm just saying that he reminds me of somebody who would be from the bayous of Louisiana. Not that he is from there. But sometimes he talks very gravelly, too. Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
You see what I mean about the bayous of Louisiana? That is not being rude.
Is that what people in Delaware sound like?
I don't think so. Pico's like, the Briscoe boys are from Delaware. Are you fucking sure, Picola?
I know.
Are you sure? Because I am listening to this man talk right now.
He sounds like he should be on the Beverly Hillbillies remake.
Vindicator's like, Delaware has swamps and woods and hardware stores. Sure, buddy.
I don't even know
Pico's like, they used to do promos at their farm and their dad actually can grapple. You keep telling me that they're from Delaware. I don't think so. Where did he learn to speak from?
The trailer park. It's Section 8 trailer park.
What part of Delaware? Delaware's a very tiny, tiny state.
To be honest, I don't know where it
Do
is.
you listen to this man talking? He is in my ear, and you know what he sounds like? He sounds exactly like that guy that is on fucking Adam Sandler's movies all the time. That guy. He sounds just like him. Just like him. Sounds like just like everybody from Waterboy. Fuck you guys. He sounds just like that. That does not mean he's not educated or smart in any way. That is just what his dialect sounds like.
Oh, yay, they're pushing Rush again. Yay, much rejoicing.
Ew. Something looks like, you know, his face looks like somebody hit him with a shovel in his face and just made it completely flat. Indicator says Delaware is very liberal, though. They accept all comers who migrate up there. Sure, I bet they do, Ben.
Do they eat them?
Do they eat them? He's probably just playing a character, which is fine. I'm just saying that
I gotta
his
look up where Delaware
character
is it in the
it's
south?
by Maryland. It's literally by Maryland.
Lower then? Because Maryland's
right by
way
Maryland.
up there.
It's literally by Maryland.
Because Maryland's
literally
by Pennsylvania.
I'm pretty sure that it borders Maryland. Pico is like, perhaps that was the movie they popped in the VHS player watching The Waterboy 100 times. That's a possibility. And
Hold
that's
on
where
a
he
second.
got this character stuff from.
How the hell is he...
Yeah.
That's not even really south, is it?
No, it's not. It's north.
Like it touches...
It's literally part of the 13 colonies.
Well, no, okay, I know that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because you just asked a
No, I
dumbass
didn't.
question where Delaware was.
Well, I didn't know where it was.
Yeah, it's a part of the 13 colonies, quote unquote, the northern part of the United States.
The 13 colonies go all the way to South Carolina.
Yeah, but it's way above that.
That's
Like
not
by New Jersey.
I know
and
where
New
it's
York.
at because I'm staring at it. I'm saying that I thought it was more southern than that.
No, it's not.
It's like New Jersey.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's way up there.
It is tiny.
It is.
I
It's
wonder
very
why they
tiny.
didn't, like, want more land. They're like, we want this little teeny piece that looks like a piece of poop.
Is it next to Maryland?
Yeah.
Yeah! Fuck yeah! Like, I knew my geography for once.
understand.
Sabi Mana is in the chat. Hey, Sabi, how's it going? How are you? Thanks for joining us. You watching some AEW? We've got Roosh against, I don't know who that guy is.
Just a jobber, probably.
Some guy that lost a lot. He lost a lot.
Looks like he has liver issues.
Vindicator says, I think... Oh, is he the guy on the floor?
Yeah.
Did he take a playbook out of, what's his face's page out of the playbook of MJF? Because he always looks like he has jaundice.
Really?
He doesn't look like that guy. That guy looks like he's got
Skin.
chocolate. He's got milk chocolate skin.
Justin Roberts, who is way better than Samantha, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
People are like, oh, she can go to AEW.
Fine, take him and put him on WWE.
Oh, please take Justin Roberts and put him on WWE.
Why not? And Vindicator's like, I think Delaware is closer to Maine and Connecticut. It's right next to fucking Maryland.
It's literally touching Maryland and Washington, D.C. and the other one, New Jersey.
Mexican American.
Is that what he just said?
I know, but it sounds like it.
It also touches Pennsylvania with the tip, just the tip.
Ew, poor Pennsylvania.
See?
That's nasty.
Just the tip.
Poor Pennsylvania. Anyways,
Right
Piccolo's
next to
got the laughy
Philadelphia.
face. Piccolo also says North Carolina in some cases is the start of the South. In whose mind of craziness?
Yeah, I don't know where the Mason-Dixon line is.
Where's the original Mason-Dixon line? Vindicator says, never mind, I'm thinking about Rhode Island. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Rhode
that's
Island's
way
way
up
up there. Yeah, you're right. Rhode Island's way a little further. Yeah, it's up there in the ups.
What's funny is it's not
New
that
Hampshire.
far away from it, but it's 4 states over.
Yeah.
But they're so tiny, see? It's New Jersey, New York, then Connecticut, and then Rhode Island.
Oh, Connecticut.
They wanted to fight each other so bad that they teamed up and fought security so they could keep fighting.
Piccolo says, but us deep south folks only roll Tide and not Tar Heel. PA gets most of his diseases from Delaware. You know what? That would not surprise me at all, Piccolo.
I know there's a
Considering
lot
they're
of pretty
playing just
women
the
there
tip.
because I've seen the Miss USA and all that stuff. And
Delaware people?
Delaware was always pretty. Always, like every
You know,
year.
they have pretty ones from Utah, and we know what's wrong with some of them. Piccolo's like, just like we spread it to Louisiana, Alabama, and Idaho. Thank you, Piccolo. I'm very appreciative of your aids.
Nice.
Vindicator says, how far up north on the East Coast you ever been, Travis?
I've been, let me see.
He's been to that song.
Massachusetts. I mean, I've been to New York. I've been to Connecticut. I've never been to Rhode Island. We went into Massachusetts. I've been to New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, probably Delaware, Washington, D.C. I went on an American Heritage Tour in 9th grade, and we were there for like 2 weeks, and we went to all those places. But it was anywhere that had anything to do with the history of our country. I don't know if Delaware did anything.
Hello?
Delaware.
There's a whole song.
Oh, Delaware did it.
No.
They saved us all. Don't look up songs. Can't play it. Unless it's like uncopyrighted because it's so old. There's a song about Delaware. Captain Lady, sing that song. Delaware, Delaware.
Or it was a thing. What did Washington say when he crossed the Delaware, Travis? That's what it is. Why is the Delaware River so famous?
That's a freaking river.
George Washington celebrated Revolutionary War crossing near Trenton, upstream to the Delaware Water Gap.
Trenton is in New Jersey.
Trenton.
I get it. I'm just saying. So the Delaware River is Delaware?
The upper Delaware was an obvious choice as one of America's first wild and scenic rivers.
Are they all in nymphs? They all just live in the water? There's actually no land in Delaware?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, I've heard of the Delaware. I'm just saying I've never heard in history of Delaware.
That's the history of Delaware. You just heard it.
Is that it has a river?
You should have known that.
So famous.
Kicks off the show commercial free next week.
Trenton's all the way over to there.
Oh my God.
How is Trenton anywhere near Delaware?
And then Pickle is like saying you're welcome about his AIDS.
Goes
Thanks, Pickle.
that way. Has nothing to do with Delaware.
Why not?
Because it's right here. This is the Delaware River. And Delaware's way over here. And Trenton is over here. Wherever it was. There it is.
So the river doesn't come through Delaware?
I'm sure it touches it.
Then why do they call it Delaware River if it doesn't come from Delaware?
Because it goes to Delaware.
I don't think it goes to. It has to come out.
It can't come out of the ocean.
It can't come out of the ocean. It'd be salt water.
That's what
it's
I just
fresh
said.
water into.
Look, that's what I'm saying. So it goes this way.
Through Delaware.
Yeah, the border of Delaware.
So that's why, because the whole border of Delaware is the river. That's why Delaware's shaped funny.
Just that side of it. I just want to know why it's so little.
Now up next if you wanted to know.
Yay! Mark Briscoe.
Kyle O'Reilly's going to turn on him. I don't even know why he's involved.
Ugh.
He's best friends with that strong guy.
They were. They like to hold each other's penises when they pee.
Probably.
Trust me, bro. Is that it? That's my source.
Hi. Weirdo.
I took all your two things out of the boxes.
They wanted him to keep them in the box.
I don't want boxes all over the place.
Is that why you took my soap out of its package too?
It was in a like a bag. It wasn't in a box. I was gonna put it in that little thing with the pink.
And then I wouldn't know where it was?
But then it wouldn't fit there. And so I just put peroxide in it.
You're weird. I don't like
Put a
it.
label on it.
Vindicator says, Delete, can you talk with a Boston accent? No. I cannot talk with a Boston accent.
It's hard to leave your R's behind.
The only thing I can do is say a line from a movie. Are you? Or are you not a knack? That's it.
A what?
That's all I can do. Sorry.
A knack. I'm assuming it's Irish that moved,
Yep.
you know, and then it, because they're all Irish
From
there.
Boston? Oh, yeah. They're mostly Irish from Boston.
Irish and Russian.
Pico says, all right, of course, go Boston. But for this to be an interesting finals, Mavs win game 3 by 8 points. 112 to 104 is my prediction.
That game hasn't happened yet?
They're just starting.
Oh, it's Wednesday. I thought it was Thursday. My bad.
We wouldn't even be sitting here if it was Thursday. We'd be sitting in there.
You know I don't think that way. My brain
I
doesn't.
would. Actually, I'd probably be in the kitchen making something.
Probably.
Vindicator says, all right, I have no interest in a 6-man tag matches right now. Taking a 30-minute break, guys. Meh. You bastard.
You can't just take breaks whenever you want.
Yeah, you bastard. Pickle says, boo, Vin. Nah, you do you, my guy. Vindicator's like, no. Don't go turning into Walter on me, Picola. Pickle's like, oh my god, can I overshare? Wait, let me just DM you, D. Okie dokie, you could overshare in here if you want to. Just depends on if you want it to be overshared with everybody or if you want it to be slightly private.
I wonder if anybody watches that On purpose.
So many people.
I could see watching it if it was on and I turned it there on accident. It's funny because I watch Dynamite and I'm like, Dynamite's okay. But Collision to me just reminds me of the old TNA wrestling. Like, it's like,
And it's on Saturday.
Yeah, they need to rectify that in the new thing. Maybe put it on Mondays.
He had a picture of Sue driving over Trent.
You know what I mean? Put it on Mondays going forward.
That's funny.
Because Raw's going to internet, TV, whatever you call it. So why not take that time slot?
Yeah, it's not even going to be on TV. I wonder how bad their numbers are going to get. Walter says, okay, bye, guys. See you this Saturday. I got tennis from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. All right, Walter, well, we'll be here. That pay-per-view starts about an hour later than the other ones have. So it'll start at what? 2? Eastern time?
So not wanting to do it. Oh.
It's in the hottest part of the day.
It's not that. It's that McKenna's probably coming down.
Oh.
Because of the whole Dad's Day stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, it's right in the middle of the day. Take shitta. It's literally what it says up there. If anybody was reading that did not watch wrestling, that's what it says.
Take shit
shitta.
up.
That Takeshita or whatever could do well in WWE also.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, he doesn't speak, but he's a little bit better than Nakamura.
Yeah.
And if he was to exercise and get, like, ripped, like some growth hormone or something.
Growth hormone.
Because he's pretty big.
Ravi is in the chat. Hey, Ravi says, what's the haps tonight? I don't know. What's happening with you, bud? I thought you'd sleep through this tonight.
Goals. One day. One day. One day I will. Sleep right through it.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys excited for Ricochet to be on here? I'm just not.
Ravi says, these three mean business. Just look how scary they are. Yeah, terrifying. Pico says, hey, Ravi, what's new? Pico also says, come on now, Travis. Shinsuke is no pushover.
You're right. I'm just
Pico
saying
says,
that
we want
this guy
more
is equal.
Boston talk. I was like, D, it's NXT I sleep through. Oh. Oh.
Can't blame you there.
I'm pretty sure you've slept through some AEW before, too.
And TNA. Don't forget about TNA.
Pico says, I also watched Ted. The bear sounds Boston, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
Like Taz. Almost. He's got that weird accent. But his is more from Jersey. Let's eat each other in the freaking head with forearms all night. That's called great wrestling.
Robbie's like, Cole, I had a little snooze from about 9:30. Got your nap in, did ya?
Here's Briscoe. He'd bite him, but he doesn't have any teeth.
That's true.
What is this? Why is it on my TV? Stop. They both did it now. Like, the other two that were in there, now these two.
Mm-hmm.
What is up with elbows?
It's a new thing.
Is it?
I think so.
They need to make it an old thing. Or, do you remember when they used to do that stupid shit when they'd elbow each other in the middle of the ring over and over?
Yeah. Picole's like, Robbie, how many hours of sleep do you get nightly? And Robbie's like, I get a good 6 hours. That seems to do me good.
6 hours is a lot. I'm wondering, what time do you wake up? Because I feel like you're not waking up until like 10 or 11.
You guys have a job.
Yeah, in the afternoon. Just wondering. Because if he gets 6 hours of sleep, when is he getting it? Because he didn't go to bed till 4.
You could take a nap before. You get 3 hours and then 3 hours.
Yeah. I think it would be kind of fun to try the Ben Franklin napping. Like every 2 hours you take a 15-minute nap.
He wouldn't survive. You would die. My God, you had to take a nap this afternoon when I came for lunch.
I was exhausted. I don't
You
know
were like,
why.
I put a blanket on. And I'm like, were you cold? No. The dog. Pretty soon, I'm eating my lunch and the show's playing and he's over there. Ah! And he woke himself up from snoring.
My eyes.
Did I wake you up from snoring too?
Were tired. When my eyes hurt, I have to sleep. I can't just sit there with my eyes closed. I will fall asleep. I don't know how people do it. Like, if I ever got kidnapped and, like, they covered my eyes up, I would just sleep the whole time. I'm like a ostrich or something. Or a bird. Cover their eyes. It's like...
Pickle's like, early lead for the Mavs, all according to plan. Robin says, Ricochet, did he leave WWE, basically?
No, they just wrote him off. I think his contract is expired, like, next month or something.
He's leaving.
But supposedly he's leaving. But how they left it, it's really wide open if he decides to stay. You know, to come back.
Yeah.
They left that wide open. That's the weirdest write-off I've ever seen. Where it looks like he's going to wrestle next Monday against Braun. That's how they left it.
This is great. Chris is in the chat. Hey, Chris, good to see you tonight. Says, hey, Travis and D. Hi. Hopefully we get some Timeless Tony tonight. And Mirakawa, huge rack tonight. We need her versus Ty, a huge rack as well.
Yes, always.
Okay.
Just racks everywhere.
Just racks everywhere. Butts and racks, butts and racks.
Give me a rack. Speaking of racks, I found my rack shirt over there, or hat.
Nice.
It's right there.
Is it
When I
eaten?
was cleaning. Just that ball on top that they ate.
You did it. You did it. It was you the whole time.
He's like, why do you think you're touching me? Don't ever do it again. It's teeth.
It's claws. Why are you clawing me, buddy? Now, wait. I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to read another one, so don't respond. Blue Lantern's in the chat. Hey, Blue Lantern, good to see you. Says, did John Cena come down yet? And Piccolo's like, I couldn't see him.
Dun, 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 dun.
Where'd he go? Piccolo says, booty, booty, rocking everywhere. Chris says, last night in NXT, Cody announcement that next week will be a battle royal to see who will face Trick at the next pay-per-view. And Cody said there could be more than TNA garbage in that match. Yeah, Matt Hardy garbage. You can look forward to seeing him. He's back in the WWE stuff because, you know, he can't stay away.
He's from TNA.
I know, but he's back in WWE stuff. Wow. Look at your cat. Oh. Oh. We should have got 2 of you.
Oh.
And then we could have played that song all the time.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want 2. One's good enough. I like just 1. I think he'd be a monster if there was 2 of them. One of them would be an asshole. He's
That's
already
the
an
whole point.
asshole.
They walk around like,
Yeah, and then you'd have twice as many chewy thingies uppies.
Wellington wouldn't stand a chance.
Whatever. We probably wouldn't have gotten Wellington. Blue Lantern says, so CM Punk is going to screw McIntyre out of the title, but that makes Punk look stupid. Because everyone knows when he comes back, he's fighting McIntyre, so Punk screws himself out of a title shot.
Yep, that's a fact. But that's how it's written.
Piccolo says, when are we supposed to be up for that pay-per-view Clash at the Castle?
It starts at, I think, 7 local time. Where it's at. So, noon Eastern. No, it would be 5 local time. Noon Eastern. And 11 Pacific. So, where are you at?
It's in the afternoon. You're fine. And you're in Florida, Piccolo, so it's like 2 o'clock for
I didn't know
you.
who asked.
I said Piccolo said. Not my fault you didn't listen to the first part.
I listened to the question.
Blue Lantern says, I love good old Matt Hardy. Chris says, at this point, Uncle could be in a battle royal. Garbage. Piccolo says, oh, Emmett Smith is courtside tonight.
Oh, God. Are they in Dallas? Oh.
There.
If wrestling is fake, explain that. Straight from Delaware, where they don't have dentists. Oh, God. Dude. He thought the same thing I did. Dude, nobody knows what you're doing, so it's even weirder. Oh, God.
Piccolo's like, correct.
Redneck Kung Fu.
They're in Houston.
Everybody's
Kung Fu fighting.
Redneck Redneck fighting. It's redneck Kung
That's
Fu.
a new thing. They have that song, and then they do that.
Who's they?
The crane people.
I've been doing the crane for
2 Kung Fu fighting, though?
probably.
Psst, whatever.
I don't do it to music. I just do it.
You're not doing it to Kung Fu fighting.
People. Old D over here. Everybody. People.
How is that not inclusive? Why do you think I'm not... Do you think I should be more not inclusive? Chris says, I'm kind of still pissed at Will Ospreay for switching down Blair Davenport for that Alex Windsor girl.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, he's probably above both. And he should work his way up to like Mariah May or... let's see... The one that's with Jungle Boy. Anna Jay. Anna Jay and him would be a power couple. Or he could go to WWE and maybe get with... Who's over there? Anybody that's pretty?
Over in...
Tiffany Stratton, maybe?
Here, put your thingy in.
On air?
It's not good. Yeah, your thingy. Okay. No. So that was one. But I had seen one before that's even better. I'll have to see if I can find it.
You're holding my thingy.
I've got the thingy! Thingy. Oh,
You know, they
That's
have
pretty close.
this guy here, this blonde guy, and I think he could be a true star
Okay. Oh, no.
one day, and he's the one that always gets beat.
Watch.
Scared the shit out.
This is even better.
That's funny.
Now you know why I said people.
Oh, God.
Do you understand why I said people now, sir?
Yeah, people on
Yeah,
the internet.
people. Hey, no.
Yeah, they need to take this blonde kid and make him a superstar. They need to grow their own star.
Kyle Fletcher?
Yes. They obviously you gotta. Is it Kyle Fletcher?
Yeah, his name's Kyle Fletcher.
And change his name
No.
because that's dumb. Kyle.
His name's Kyle.
Why don't you go
Kyle.
Fletcher or something?
Nobody likes Kyle. Kyle's dumb.
Broke.
Blue Lantern says, if wrestling is fake, explain broken Matt Hardy. And Chris says, USA versus Brazil football match. Blue says, what's worse, Miz singing Awesome Truth or Jericho Learning Tree? Jericho Learning Tree. Chris says, oh shit, they filming Cops here in Houston, but think it's an old episode, just switched to Real's cable network. Ooh.
That's funny.
Pickle is like, is Dakota Kai single? I don't know. Chris says, yep, Will Ospreay go to WWE and get Tiffy Tits. I mean, Stratton, but he'd have to beat up Drip Kaiser.
That's no problem.
Let's keep Tiffany Stratton far away from Will Ospreay. He is a weirdo. Like, just let her have a man, not a weirdo. Beating up old Willow Pants. They're not friends anymore. So it's like me and my mom have been watching that show, Cold Case, lately.
That's good stuff. I like all those weird shows sometimes. Why is she stepping on her boobs?
It's her chest. Your sternum's right there. And women just have boobs in the way. It
Did you
sucks.
just tell me where the sternum is?
I did.
The sternum's right there.
Your breastbone. It's just unfortunate
She's
that
got
women
very-
have these big poofy things here. Well, some of them don't
Not
have big
all of
ones.
them.
But some of them have poofy things here. But men usually have nothing there. Like that Kyle Fletcher guy has nothing there. See how he has nothing? So you can see his breastbone quite easily.
Mm-hmm.
So kicking him in the sternum and holding him down by the sternum would be perfect.
Because of the sternum.
Robbie's like, this girl is sending out a deadly message. And Piccola says, Sophie, have you seen the new Criminal Minds spinoff? Blue says, my dad watched Cops when I was a toddler. I thought cops were the bad guys who kidnap people because of the opening video. I was so scared of sirens. Cool. Robbie's like, Dakota, she's got the stamina to last. It's gross. Piccola says, were you aware that Jordan Grace and 5'0" Jonathan Grisham were married? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. When she was doing all of her workout stuff to do that bodybuilding competition she was in, he was in all of her stuff. And it was like a big thing, like on her Instagram page, like he was there all the time, like in every picture. And so, yeah, Travis and I figured out that one, they were together, and two, that they were married. They're like the same size. In fact, I think she's bigger than him. Muscle-wise, it's kind of creepy, actually.
He's pretty built.
He is, but they're the same height.
Remember when he was the champion of Ring of Honor, when the Ring of Honor stuff was all first happening?
Oh, yeah, that's
right. Not Ring of Honor first happening, but when Tony Khan first was thinking about buying it or whatever.
Yep. Chris says, yeah, that Kyle Fletcher guy goes with Sky Blue. Wonder what she sees in him, but I guess wrestlers look at what's inside, not what's on the backside. Well, the guy probably does.
Why don't you look at Scarlett Bordeaux and who she's with? That's as far as you need to look.
Yeah. Women are kind of dumb. We don't think about it and go, oh, he's so hot. You know, because the hot girls usually get the not so pretty guys because they're nice.
Carrie-Ann's all simping.
And the hot guys get the kind of homely girls because they can cook. And they're never going to go anywhere.
If you want to be happy for the rest of your life.
I'm teasing, by the way, guys. That's not how it is. It's her tail. Let's make
Get
it
an
funny.
ugly girl to be your wife.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop.
Never.
Never stop trying to get better. To kill people with vaccines. It'll be amazing.
Yeah, because of your Lily.
Ooh, male chauvinistic.
I just should watch that. I'm okay.
Well, Dinner in a Movie has Paige on it.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to do a threesome later.
And record it?
Probably.
Release it to the world?
I think so. People's like, remember Penelope Ford was with Joey Janela before she shipped with British what's-his-nuts? Whatever happened to Kip Sabian, anywho?
Oh, Kip. I heard about him just
Kippy
the
Pants.
other day. Didn't you say something about it?
Yeah, Kip Sabian was doing something. I don't know what it was.
Ray Phoenix is a tag wrestler. Hey, are you supposed to show his face? Rampage Dragon? That's kind of a cool name. Oh wait, that's not Ray Phoenix.
No, that's the guy named Takagi.
How do you know people's
The
names?
Japanese dragon. They said his name while they were talking about him.
Why is this guy on my TV all the time?
Because he's the interim president vice dude to Tony Khan. He works under him.
Why does he cut it like a promo?
Because somebody had to talk for Tony Khan because he can't do it.
I understand, but you don't have to do it as a promo. Just talk. Like, you step into the middle of the ring.
You can take the wrestler out of the ring, Travis, but you can't take the ring out of the wrestler.
Okay. Look at the two GMs on WWE. They don't got promos when they're telling the rules.
Nobody said he was good at it. I'm just saying.
Listen, brother.
How dare you make fun of that man? He is making money for his family. He can never wrestle again. He's got to bring it somewhere.
Did he just say oos? Where'd you find the cameras, oos?
Is he fucking saying it again? Did he say oos? You gotta find...
Okay. He's taking him under his wing. They're just attacking to nobody. That guy was in NXT. Remember him?
No. Who's him?
Tony Nese. He was called like the Perfect Package or...
The one in the suit?
No.
Oh.
The one that just got slammed into the board that's laying on the ground.
Oh. Yeah, I have no idea.
The one that Samoa Joe's beaten. That's Tony Nese.
Oh.
He was something. Like perfect something because he's built well.
Ew. Gross.
He's just not very tall.
Chris says well, then he's not built very well, then is he?
Not for Rassilon.
Chris says I always keep saying pair Stratton with LA Knight. It literally works because of their characters.
Yeah.
Blue says, if I had a true Magic 8 Ball, I'd ask who killed more people, Hitler or Fauci. Ooh, ouch. Chris says pairing Dom and Liv is kind of odd as well. I'd pair up Liv with my boy Angel Garza. Pico is laughing.
I have one I can ask AI, but I guarantee I know the answer.
Who they'd pair Liv with? Or what? What do you mean? The one before? Let's not put that on our
I could get thrown
People get upset. Chris says, yeah, Tony Nese used to be called the premier athlete.
Right.
Well, he doesn't look like a premier athlete to me. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Hook
What
almost
the
broke his
fuck
arm.
was that?
Well, Hook was
a retard
Yeah.
and forgot that he was supposed to go with the move. And he's like, I'm going to put my arm down and maybe they'll break it.
Like that idiot that jumped off that building and separated his shoulder.
Yeah,
That shit
exactly.
was hilarious. I'm like, I wonder if he did it again.
Went off that thing again and
Yeah,
tried to make it.
Tried to land it.
Blue says AI would say one thing. That's why I need a real Magic 8 Ball to give the real answer.
Yeah, I know what I would get from my AI.
Oh, yeah. It'd be the German.
I don't. Well, it wouldn't be answered.
Well, of course it wouldn't.
But obviously the
Yeah,
German.
because
But
AI is
I don't want to downplay any of that stuff because it's terrible. But it does make you wonder if Hitler was, I don't want to say real because that's the wrong word, but like if Hitler
was the mastermind
was
behind
really
it all.
behind it, or if it wasn't something else. Because
They just used him as the face of everything.
The older you get, you realize he was so fucked up on drugs. I don't know how he made any decision. If you watch the Olympic Games in 1938, homeboy is shaking the whole time because he's on methamphetamine. So he's like, They had him so doped up. So was he making any decisions, or was he just the face? I mean, it's easy to say, well, Hitler did it all.
Ah, they ended it for those guys.
It's fine.
It's terrible.
The hooker won.
Yeah.
Tony Nese is already out in the corner by Just Joe.
Just some
this guy?
random person. Oh.
Old Shibata.
Shibata. Kachiora Shibata.
That's a terrible trio. Two of them are decent. I don't know the guy in the yellow tennis shoes.
Blue says AI would. Oh, I read that. Chris says Rusev used to be called the super athlete. Pair up Gunther and Liv. Ew. Yeah.
Ew.
Poor Gunther. Stop being mean to people, Chris.
We
Why
don't
can't Liv just live in a closet like the troll she is? Blue says, you think Cody will recruit Toma Tonga, the OC, and find Balor to form the Bullet Club WWE? No.
Not today.
Blue
They got
says,
other plans right now.
right. Blue says the Rothschild family was probably behind him because they got their big prize after WWE 2 and the creation of that one country.
I bet you anything.
I would not be surprised if there were some big, huge billionaires behind some of that stuff. Like, that's the kind of thing you never really want to find out because of how disgusting it was.
Got
And
the Rothschilds.
the grossness that happened during that time.
Yeah.
Nasty. Nasty. Pico says La Primera is Latina or Japanese. So confused.
Good to see people in here know what I'm talking about when I talk about stuff.
So she's Latina. That's totally a Latina accent. Just saying. What do you mean? Oh,
Well, when I
Blue
was talking-
commenting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I was talking about, and then so I didn't
Oh,
have to say all of it.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do that. You don't want to downplay the suffering of,
Fucking millions upon
30 million
millions
people.
of people. Still, probably families suffering and shit that's happened because of it. And I'm...
She's not going to talk.
Pairing out here. I don't want to hear anything about any of her.
I wonder why she doesn't have good music. Because she likes to strip. I watched it in WWE.
Quarter face, quarter face.
She doesn't look as good as she did in WWE. I wonder, and I don't think it's the costume. Maybe she lost her butt.
The indicator says Latina people, and Robbie says AEW are very lazy with the entrance musics. Chris says, "Oh, pair up my boy, the Nigerian giant Omos with Chelsea Green." Oh, Jesus. Piccolo says, "I flip over, and this is the crap I turn to." Run away, Piccolo! Run away!
Hey, you get to watch somebody that nobody's ever heard of against her, though.
La Prima?
It's like Xerxes.
The Primera?
Is it Xerxes?
I don't know. Is that who's up against her right now?
Yeah.
She's been heard by somebody, I guess. She's like some fancy pants somewhere. Feels like that, and Chris says,
Xerxes.
yeah, La Primera is from CMLL.
Xerxes?
I don't know where that is.
Xerxes.
Does it say it?
Yes, but you... Xerxes.
Xerxes. There you go. Whoever that is. People's like, my volume is down. Good for you, buddy. I was like, CEO laughing. What BS is that? That's quitter BS. People's like, multitasking. I don't blame you. Multitask away, buddy. What's wrong? Did you get the X?
Yeah, she looks like a biker chick.
Like all the way biker chick? Like face and everything? Or does she still have a mask on?
I don't know what her face looks like. I just saw her saggy boobs and her flat butt.
That's not very nice, Travis.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that have flat butts and saggy boobs. Me included. And here you are, making fun of us because our saggy boobs and our flat asses.
Oh my god. So full of shit.
Chris says at this point, Bobby Lashley will be with Scarlett. Oh, that's two for old Bobby. The first one was Lana. Yeah. Vindicator says this Z girl does have a nice rack, which Travis loves. Her mask is kind of ugly, though.
And the behind, whatever's going on back there. Who wears a bottom that just shows it?
Well, they seem to be doing that a lot on this show.
I mean, obviously she's got pants on over it, but they're skin-colored pants, so there's that.
Let's see. Chris says, yeah, it's sad. Lots of women in Mexico built like Zeuxis.
Okay, she's from Puerto Rico. Yeah,
Zeuxis?
basically Xerxes. It's not. It's, yeah.
Ryan says, LOD,
She's
you
Puerto
do have
Rican.
that problem, right?
And speaking of Puerto Ricans, Zelina Vega's from Puerto Rico, and
she don't look anything
look
like this lady
like
at all. What happened? Robbie said that, and Blue says, what's worse, Julia Hart singing along with her theme song like a 13-year-old, or the Quitter adding fake chants in her theme?
Well, obviously anything to do with the Quitter. Because Julia Hart's badass. I don't know whatever happened to her. Did she get injured or something?
Robbie says this fight is terrible, so slow.
It's...
What? No way. Pickle's like,
It's what happens when people don't realize each other.
That and somebody is not good. Oh, wait, both of them. Pickle's like, And Chris says, yep, they doing it with Alex Windsor as well. She didn't wearing that gear in Indies, so it's definitely a national TV move. Yeah, wearing the no pants. They got the no pants on. Boobs hanging all out, asses all out.
I can't look. It's that bad.
Just no pants. Vindicator says, Julia has a shoulder injury.
That's what it is. She does have big old boobs, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's got...
They look saggy at first, but they don't look saggy anymore.
Well, they're definitely not as perky as Natalia's, let's put it that way.
Well, those are...
Natalia's are like way up here. Like, she's like, I don't have a neck. I couldn't even put my boobs all the way up there. I have no neck. Robbie says, flying around, that will make this match better. Pico says, the girl back in early AEW had a short run and worked shoot with La Miera. Ivy Lice. She was cute. Oh, I kind of remember who you're talking. Oh, God, she's got to fix her boobs.
Yeah, well, look
she's like, well, I'm running around. My boobs are jumping everywhere. Oh, God!
Oh, shit. Zeuxis.
Is anybody dead?
No.
I feel like somebody should have died.
Zeuxis. Oh, she ripped up a sign.
Oh, that's nice.
It's one of the meanest things ever done.
Vindicator says Natty should retire from the ring, but she does post very hot bikini pictures.
Okay, that's why I think she should. Because she could just do her OnlyFans, her pornography stuff that she wants to do. Just quit. But she just signed a new contract.
Completely falling apart.
By the way, her and the Shorty G, Chad Gable, both signed new contracts, so they're here to stay.
Well, of course they are. Natty's gonna totally retire from WWE. If she doesn't, that'd be weird.
Well, she could have retired this time. She's got plenty of money.
I don't care.
And OnlyFans will pay her what she makes a year in a day.
That's true. People is like, good for them. Yeah. Well, this lady on the TV, that Zeus lady or whatever her name is, Zeuxis or whatnot, her whole outfit's falling apart, by the way. Just so everybody knows. Her pants are falling apart.
It's
boobs
everywhere.
are falling out.
She reminds me of Nikki Cross a little bit.
But bigger.
Yeah,
She's a little bit more fluffy.
Not that. It's just how she looks, the whole thing.
Mannerisms.
Mm-hmm.
Vindicator says, go for Gable, I guess. There was no place for him in AEW anyway.
He would just
He's
be
too much of a positive person. I don't think you could bring him there.
He's just the same guy that they already have 70 of.
Piccolo's like, oh, the mouths are falling apart before my eyes. It's terrible, buddy. Itchy ear. Ear itches.
He would look bigger over there. They couldn't call him Shorty G by any means. He would tower over half the roster.
Blue's like, welcome for the learning tree. Rob like, how did Ricochet make it in AEW? What the fuck are you talking about?
He hasn't made it yet, but he'll do fine.
He'll just be like all the rest of them.
Him and Will Ospreay will have 3 good matches together, and then people will write about it in magazines and on the internet, the Twitter.
They never used him the same over in WWE. They brought out everything that's so great about him over here at AEW.
They gave him the television championship.
Piccolo says some tall dummy missed an alley-oop. How dare that tall dummy who plays basketball miss a shot that he should make because he plays basketball?
You have one job to do.
One job, and that's it. You know what his job is? To put the fucking little ball thing and the little hoop thing. Loser. Can't even do that right.
One job.
Lame-o, lame-o.
Lame-o was his name-o.
Piccolo says he would be G the Giant versus Roddy Strong and Hook and others.
Yeah.
Right? Robbie's like, D, I remember once you rated Ricochet a few years back. Yeah, cool. Piccolo's like, I swear. Right? Pfft, stupid bastards don't even know how to play fucking basketball.
Ricochet was fine until they literally started making him wrestle every day.
That and shoving him down your throats like constantly.
And then trying to make him good, which
was
irritating.
Let's make him cool. And it's like, you can't make people cool.
You can't make
stop
it happen.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. It just doesn't work.
It's like what they're doing with Johnny Gargano. It's nice. You know, because they're not shoving him down your throat.
Yeah.
He found his place. That's where he belongs. They'll do a weird program where he eventually wrestles for a title. But it's not happening now, and I don't know how old he is, so it could be 7 years away.
Yeah. Robbie's like, you did actually say it was cool. Whatever, Robbie. Stop lying. It's not cool when you lie.
Look, it's like...
It makes you look dumb.
Let's be honest. Logan Paul made him famous.
What the fuck off? Yeah, because of Logan's awesomeness of being able to do moves like that was the only reason why Ricochet became like a name that people knew.
And then they tried to capitalize on it, but it didn't work because it was Logan Paul that made him famous.
Not Ricochet.
And that was that double.
Yeah, because he can't do that with anybody else. There's nobody else he could do that with.
Yeah.
I mean, there may be a couple, but not enough to make it your thing.
Right. I don't know if Dragon Lee can jump that far. He's not very big. I was trying to think of other guys.
Throw him out there. He'll be fine.
Sol Ruka. Sol Ruka might be able to make it halfway.
Make him wrestle against girls because he's so terrible.
He's so tiny.
Piccolo says, anybody miss Matt Riddle? Who?
Matt Riddle. No. I had to think about who he was for a second. No. Not really. I mean, I didn't not like him. I just don't like that he's doing drugs and advertising it to children.
Especially when they're in their PG area and it's all about kids. If you're going to have a show that's supposedly PG and all about children, you don't want some guy out there who's like, bruh, let's smoke a doobie together, man. Like, that just does not go off well. I don't care if people do it. I don't care if it's legalized in states. Don't fucking make it a thing. Like, don't make your persona about it. Don't make your whole fucking wrestling personality is supposedly that.
Just weed, yeah.
It's just weird.
It's tacky.
It's gross.
And I'm not talking about between your fingers.
It's like, ugh.
Do you like my tacky joke? I was like, it's tacky, and I'm not talking about between your fingers.
Like glue. Robbie's like, D, but you did. LOL, I have receipts. Prove it, buddy. Vindicator says, I respect the fact Tony did not want this loser quitter match to be a squash. Unlike 90% of WWE women matches on Raw and SmackDown. No, Vin, that's not how it's been going
I
lately.
like it
Just
because
saying.
it shows us that she's not as good as we once thought she was.
Yeah.
Because this girl that we've never heard of took her to the limit.
All of a sudden, yeah.
That's basically a jobber took her to the limit.
Basically, it means that the quitter is garbage.
That's how I see it.
Congratulations. She's like, but I'm a champion. Yeah, you're still garbage. The fact that nobody even knows who they are, like, took you to what they did. Yeah. Piccolo says, sad fact, I bet Logan Paul's held on to the U.S. title more than some guys in catering for years. I don't know if that's really sad or if that just means that he's better at promoting said title. Hey, there she is.
There's her titties just jitting.
Jingling away out there. She's a 5-time Stardom champion. I love it.
Me too.
They're just adorable.
Always sexy. It looks fake as fuck.
Right.
Like a weird commercial.
Uh-huh.
She came to America to take over.
Sweet. I think
I'll
she
be
should.
her translator. She wants everything.
I don't blame her. Just give her everything. It's fine. It's creepy. This is creepy.
That's girl love. It's fine.
Just creepy. As Piccolo said about the earlier thing, oh good, it's over. And Vindicator says, there are my girls, the M&Ms, Mina and Mariah. Piccolo says, there you go, Chris, motorboat time. Blue says, I like weed, but making it your identity is so dorky and juvenile. It really is. Like, I mean, like I said,
I
don't
smell
care.
like patchouli jelly or whatever it's called.
Patchouli?
Yeah, and then
Patchouli? Yeah. I mean, I don't care that people enjoy it, people do it.
Or a big pop poster in
or
your background.
anything, or anything of that nature. But if you're on a fucking program that is geared towards children, and they literally have thrown that in our faces for the last 5 years, that it's for kids, everybody, PG for kids, and you have somebody like that on your roster.
Homeboy has a purple shoe on and a yellow shoe, and is...
Why wouldn't that be wrong and distracting? How is that okay?
Well, who cares? Other than they're not the Lakers. Because if you're on the Lakers, it'd be fine.
I don't care what team you're on. It's dumb.
Did somebody on the Lakers die? Jerry West.
Is that why he's wearing them?
Maybe.
Is he wearing them in tribute? If he's wearing them in tribute, then it's not dumb, but it looks weird.
I had to go through it real quick in my head.
Like, why would he do this?
But why would he wear Laker colors? And then it went through my head, and then we got to Jerry West. So maybe it's a Jerry West thing.
Okay. If that's it, then I'm okay with it. But still, it's weird. Chris says Mina is what EO should be. Mina is what EO could never, ever, ever be.
No, she's not. She doesn't.
It's like trying to say, like, Mina and Kairi Sane are like what you would say are close.
Yeah, because Kairi Sane's cute. She doesn't have the curves.
Yeah.
She's not built like that woman.
Robbie says, "LO, this Mina, LO Japanese promo, she used to be a model, you know." Well,
Yeah.
of course.
Always sexy.
Piccola, Tony, don't scrunch your face. You're getting crow's feet and such. Vindicator says, Learning Tree has taught me the importance of breaks from chat streams. So here's another 30-minute one. See you on the other side, guys. I don't know why you have to leave our chat. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You have to leave our chat so that you don't have to see this. Like, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't care about this person.
Don't look at the TV.
You could just not watch the TV.
Oh my
hang
God.
out with us.
Look at the set.
What in the fuck?
Oh, love it.
I was like, AEW pulling out all the stops tonight. And people was like, oop, your boy Muppet. There's a Muppet?
If I had a 7-year-old still, I would definitely have him make me that tree, and I'd put it right there.
Oh, yeah. Is there a Muppet somewhere, Piccola? Where's the boy Muppet?
There's a Muppet?
Where's the Muppet?
I love Muppets.
Rob's ID with some serious logic. What logic? What is it?
Hi, guys. Learning Tree. It's been out for 15 minutes.
Oh, there's the Muppet. I was
Oh.
wondering where the Muppet was at.
Yeah,
God, he
Muppet.
looks hideous with his hair, his hat backwards. You know, most guys look kind of hot, but he's like...
Okay, quit. Just because he's a Muppet, you know. First of all, Muppets aren't supposed to be hot. That's not their
Well,
job.
I understand that, but still. Gross. Pickle's like, I swear Chiefs quarterback was on just now. Yeah, the Muppet was there. We're behind. Sorry, Piccola. We're watching in the past. Blue's like, one of the reasons I have zero respect for the WWE audience is they would pop for every dorky reference that Riddle made if it was worthy of a pop. Did he say if you want to make porn? Oh my God, what a weirdo.
Corn.
He meant porn. I know what he
He's talking
meant.
about corn.
No, he probably meant porn.
Why is this guy so angry? Everybody else is supposed to be
He
happy.
has a rattlesnake on his hat. That's why he's angry.
I got one of those upstairs.
Probably not even more. Mice probably ate it.
It's in a tote.
They probably got in it and ate it. They're like, oh, this looks yummy. Mmm. Boop, 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 boop. As if it was a worthy of a pop. Robbie says, Pops in an AEW go over the crowd's head. What? You're weird.
Oh, private party. Oh, God, is that private party?
Ew.
Ah, get back.
So strange. So strange. Robbie says, oh, that's filthy what you said, D. What? I never said anything.
About porn? What the?
That guy's doing porn right on my television. It's happening. There's people doing stuff on my TV. Gross.
That's not Mark Quinn. Or no, that was Mark Quinn. But is that other one Isiah Kassidy?
I don't know who they are anymore.
It's Marq, Quen, and Isiah Kassidy. Oh, that's Marq. Or Isiah Kassidy, sorry.
Did he get bigger or something? Is that why you
Yeah.
didn't recognize it?
Well, I thought,
Like, he looks
obviously
like he's
when
put
they
on
were
some
injured.
muscle.
Remember, he was injured for a year.
Oh, yeah. He's the one with the knee injury. Is he the one that's gay? Oh, it's on the other team.
Bowen, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
The Acclaimed.
Yeah, that's right. They don't look anything alike. I just knew that one of the guys on one of the tag teams was gay. I don't know why they made such a big deal out of that. Like, who cares?
It's not a big deal.
But it was because he was injured one time too, right? And then he came down in a wheelchair all the time.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why I probably got him mixed up. Because they've both been injured almost around the same time before. Someone should put him back in a dungeon.
He's the last wrestler from that.
Somebody should put him on a list.
That's male. Tyson Kidd was the very last, but he's injured. He can never wrestle again. So Jericho's literally the last guy from that. Now, Natalia's from the dungeon, but I don't know if Stu trained his daughter.
Oh, you mean like the place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But his granddaughter, I don't know if he trained her. For all I know, no. But she was probably trained by Brett or Owen. Or her dad.
Robbie says, how do you remember that, D-L-O-L? Remember what? Random things that happen on wrestling? I don't know. It's gross. Oh my lord, this is dumb. I hate it so much. This is making my night terrible.
Oh god.
Oh no, he hurt him.
Big Bill needs to just annihilate him.
He can't if he gets thrown out. Picola says, what if Tyson Kidd never had the short career? Where would he be in today's product?
Just somewhere on AEW or TNA.
That's terrible. He's married to that Natalia lady.
Means nothing. She doesn't have that kind of pull.
Ask AI. Yo, AI. If Tyson Kidd never got seriously injured, where would he be at in wrestling right now? Would he be a champion?
Well, AI is nice, and so it'll say something nice, but...
What?
The real life is that he'd just be nobody in the middle of TNA.
He's out there just humping
He doesn't
the audience.
have size.
True. Robin says, private party, are people invested deeply in them?
You know, on the internet, yes. The small group of AEW fans, the 700,000 or whatever there are in the world, they think that they're better than the Street Profits. They actually call the Street Profits a Wish version of Private Party. But to me, it's the other way around.
Yeah, opposite way. What the
To me, it's the other way around, because Ford's better than both of them. Now, both of them might be better than Dawkins, but Ford's better than both of them, and it's not even close.
Yeah. Pickle says, same for Jason Jordan, you think? Jason Jordan, huh?
Now, Jason Jordan had size, but I think they hurt him bad with the whole Kurt Angle thing. That was kind of dumb. Do you remember him?
Yeah, he was that guy that came back. He was in a suit. He was like, did some stuff or whatever in the background.
He's there now. He's there.
Yeah, we've seen him come out a few times.
Yeah.
You pointed him out a few times.
Right, so...
That he hurt his neck really bad.
He was a wrestler. They put him with Shorty G, Chad Gable, quite a bit, because they're both wrestlers. He has size, so it's really hard to say with him. He wasn't very good promo-wise, but they hurt him really bad when they put him with Kurt Angle. So he was Kurt Angle's bastard child.
That's weird.
Which anybody with an IQ of 1 would think that it would have been a way better idea to have Chad Gable be his son.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, I mean, not just the color of his skin, but he looks more like him. Like shape and muscles and stuff. Where Jason Jordan was just a bigger, different type of athlete, lengthier. That looked like a young Johnny Depp.
Tom Hardy, huh?
I can't tease it. Just let it happen. It's a great show.
Is it because they're calling them the bike riders and you
Yes.
think of pedal bikes?
Right.
That's what I think of when you say bike riders. I'm like, ooh, pedal bikers?
Right.
No,
So
delete
what I'm
that.
thinking in my head, though, is I'm ashamed of myself for trying to laugh at it. Because all I say every day, all day, is that Hollywood needs to quit making remakes of movies and make new ones. And then they make a new one, and I'm like, that looks stupid.
It might not be too bad. It has Tom Hardy in it.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's the guy who plays Venom.
Okay. I like him.
He's the main guy.
Oh.
So it might be all right.
Is he the one that looked like Johnny Depp?
No, I think that was a young kid.
Okay.
He was like the guy the kid was talking to.
He looked like Johnny Depp in Crybaby. That's what it reminds me.
Yeah, that was the young kid that was talking to him. Because Tom Hardy's like very like old looking and
Grizzled.
rugged. Yeah, grizzled, rugged face. Robbie says, did you think Cedric Alexander was any good?
Oh, Cedric?
Or Cedric.
That's what she calls him.
I call him Cedric Alexander.
To an extent, he's still around. He's not gone. He's still on the roster because we watch him job to newer guys. I don't hate Cedric. I kind of liked him and the guy that he was teamed with. Who's that guy?
Who? Sorry.
His tag team partner. Cedric? The Hurt Business?
Apollo? No.
No.
Lashley?
Benjamin.
Benjamin Shelton.
Benjamin. Like, that was an okay group. I really liked the Hurt Business. And they replaced them with the Street Profits. They became a Street Business, but that's just in my head. Might be the only person that calls them that.
Robbie says, just bring back Zach Gowen, the one-leg hop-along. He could cut it with the best, even fought Brock Lesnar.
Oh, the one-legged guy?
Piccolo says that was supposed to be out last year, but the strike BS happened and they couldn't promote the film. Oh, the bike riders? Huh, interesting.
So is Jay White not there, so they brought his cardboard cutout?
I guess. What the why do they have so many names? I don't understand why there's so many names. Why do they have to have so many names?
Because they have 6 belts.
It's so dumb. I hate everything about everything that's happening right now. Piccolo says, wow, Hurt Business seems such a long time ago.
Why'd he hit Jay White? I thought they were a team. I don't mind the guy in the middle. That was a fun little promo that he just did. Can't
Robbie,
get mad at it.
Robbie says, do you ever get stopped to be asked to give directions? Why would anybody stop to ask me for directions? Robbie, everybody has phones.
Yeah, you don't see that a lot anymore.
Piccolo says, these guys could be better, but they are idiots too.
Yeah, well, I don't like the guns, but the guy in the middle, that was pretty good.
God,
A little promo
not
that
this
he
guy.
cut with his belly shirt.
Oh,
Is that the
Lord.
dragon?
He's not wearing pants. He's wearing shorts, man panties.
He's not wearing muscles either. And
He's
he's
got
gonna
his
win.
manties on.
Of course he's going to be a big muscle guy. Why not?
That guy looks like he's an animal.
The manimal.
He looks like an animal. Look at him.
Yeah, we like Nick. Remember when he first started?
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah.
Nick Camarado.
I
He's
wish
got
he
a
would
dude in
just-
his corner now.
I wish he'd just crush this dude, but he won't.
Poor Nick. Like,
This is the shit that makes no sense in wrestling. Camarado is huge. We say that every time he's on TV. Hey, look, this guy. What, this guy wants to wrestle Tiny Tim? That was very anticlimactic.
This is so bad. I was like, but you gave directions before, but ended up sending them the wrong way by accident. Oh, did I? Why are you making weird things? Why are you saying weird stuff? Why are you weird? As Piccolo says, and he's a jobber now. Sheesh. What do you expect from Tony Khan?
Doesn't even make any sense. The dude's terrible. He just almost fell and he had to use a woman to hold him up. I wonder if he's ever worked out a day in his life. That's
Ew,
disgusting.
gross. I hate everything about him so much. He's made it in the clearness of clear that how dumb he really is.
So much clear.
Nemo. I don't really want to listen to him talk.
You don't want to.
I don't. He sounds like he has cotton balls in his mouth.
It's not cotton, they're just real balls.
Probably real balls.
I wish I could talk slower.
What do you mean?
I just talk too fast sometimes.
How slow do you want to talk?
Like I'll have cotton balls. It'd just be so fun to talk like this.
To talk slow? I don't. It's not like
Bruv.
I mean.
Bruv.
Bruv.
But you gotta say it slow. Bruv. Bruv. See, I can't do it. Bruv. It's all good, bruv. I just want to talk like this all night, bruv.
I think you have to be high all the time to do that.
Oh.
You have to like downers or some shit. So you can just be all like,
Oh, bruv.
the sun is like so warm, man.
It doesn't work because you say the words fast. You're pausing too long in between the words and saying the words too long. That's what I do too.
No,
Don't
you
say no, I'm
said it
listening to you.
opposite. You said it one way and then you said it another way.
No, you're saying the words too fast, but the pauses are too long.
Yeah, then you said the words are too long. You're saying I say choppy words, long pauses, and it needs to be really long words with no pauses. Do not have pauses in your speech pattern.
That.
Talk like a sloth.
No. Sloths are too cool for me.
Piccolo says, how about Prime RVD versus Osprey? Who you got?
Osprey. Now, don't get me wrong, I loved RVD, but he's just a wrestler. But loved him, by the way. When he first came out, man, I have always loved Jean-Claude Van Damme. And so when he had that name, it was just... He was one of my favorite guys.
Rob Van Dam.
Yes. 5-star for X-Plus.
Ravi says, it just sound like you're from Texas and you will nail the accent.
Right.
Vindicator says, alrighty, right. Back just in time to see the best of the best. Big Willie put on a 5-star banger with AEW's Rey Mysterio. That's exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it. Vindicator says, Travis, did you hear about Jerry West? Did you ever see him play?
No. I've never... Not even watched a highlight of him. I don't know when he retired, but... I did watch him build teams, though. He built those Lakers teams with Shaq and Kobe and then Paul Gasol. He was a very good GM.
He was a GM.
Yeah, he ran the Lakers.
Oh.
For the family. I can't remember the name of that family, but.
Huh.
Buss. Jerry Buss.
So he played and he ran them?
He played, retired, then ran the Lakers. Lakers have always been good, but now they're kind of at the end of it. They don't have the same tradition. I don't even know if the Busses still own it. Tom Dicka, Harry gone. He just said that. I'm humiliated. I'm supposed to be a bastard, but I feel like a bitch.
Oh, wow. Good for him.
There's good news that came out of it, though. I'm done with apathy. Now I'm just angry.
Beagle says,
I do my best when I'm angry.
I feel like I'm Will Ferrell. You got a needle in your neck? You're crazy, man.
You're crazy.
You're crazy.
You're crazy.
Vindicator
Hello,
says,
darkness, my friend. First time I ever heard that song, by the way, was on that scene of that movie, and I'm like,
wow.
it's fucking fantastic. I literally had to Google
Claw
before
pants?
Google was a thing, I think. I had to Yahoo or whatever or search.
Vindicator says it's also amazing the NBA logo is a silhouette of West.
Yeah. Because he's a superstar.
Robbie says, well, that was worth waking up for. Ha ha. Will is a funny guy. He's so funny.
Old William Ospreay. Or you could just call him Bill. Here comes Bill! So international.
Pickle says he was playing my Celtics in the late 60s, early 70s. He was the very first finals MVP in 1969. Robbie says, why was the mushroom popular at the party? It's a play on words. Can you figure it out?
What was the word? Don't read the whole thing, just the word.
Mushroom?
Oh, no.
Why was the mushroom popular at the party?
Popular, that was what I was
Because
because there's so many of them.
he was a fun guy.
Yeah. That's awesome.
No. Don't claw me, monster. Hey. Nope. No. No. You're done being a weirdo?
202 pounds.
Vindicator says, hey, is that black and red thing between your monitors part of the equipment? It kind of looks like a cup.
It's a vacuum.
It's a vacuum.
It's called Henry the Hoover.
It's called Henry the Hoover. We were making fun of Henry
That's
Hoover
what vacuums look like in Ireland.
They literally have eyes, too. They come in big versions of that.
Yeah, it's a real...
Aoife was telling us about them.
It's a canister, but it has eyes, and you vacuum your house with it.
And we were laughing about it, and I was like, oh my God, that'd be hilarious if we had one. And then I found one on Amazon, and it's a little desk vacuum. And he's called Henry the Hoover, the desk vacuum.
He actually works and everything.
He doesn't work very well, but he does turn on.
Well, you wouldn't want to.
Pico says, wasn't it like 3 years ago when that freak accident happened to Phoenix? Oh,
yeah, to dislocate an elbow. It was done by the dinosaur. Boom, boom, lacka, 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 boom. Swerve's out there. How much time's left? Because it's going to take it all and 10 minutes. So we got a 20-minute match ahead of us.
Robbie says, where do the AEW writers come up with the shite? Oh, Tony Khan pulls it out of his ass.
Yeah, I don't know if they come up with
because he doesn't have a ball sack. Pico says 3D printer is on vacay. Vindicator's like, how much did Henry cost? He was like $20.
Yeah, it was just a little $20 purchase that.
Pico says, oh wow, a callback to the Hoover. Yeah. I don't even remember how that conversation got started.
Just had
Aoife
eyeballs.
probably could tell us. I'm pretty sure it had something to do with her work. And she was talking about work, and she was talking about having to vacuum or something.
And that her vacuum had eyes.
Yeah, something of that nature.
And it was like, wait, what?
If she was in here, she'd probably tell us. She might be in here Friday. We could ask her, but Vin won't be here, so it won't matter. Robbie says D using the mini Henry for so much more, dim ones. So funny.
Killing it. Yeah, Phoenix. Uh-oh. Big kick right there to the neck by Phoenix. Got him with the Frankensteiner. Up top. Frog splash. Will barely kicked out. Or Bill. The biggie bag. Bag boys, bag boys, bag boys. What you gonna do when they come for you?
Yeah, bad. Robbie says, D, well, you laugh, so my job is done, fam. Is it though? Robbie's like, Henry is made by a company called Electrolux. They make good vacuums. Yeah, you know what? We know Electrolux over here. They make, like, refrigerators and shit.
Never heard of that.
I've heard of them. Not for vacuums, though.
There's the box.
I'm pretty sure this one's not made by Electrolux, though. He's the perfect little companion for your desktop. Henry, the dust vacuum. See, there's this little box that he lived in. He's got accessories.
Yeah, different types of hose attachments.
He's got the accessories in his hose. He was designed in the UK by Paladone Products in West Sussex, UK.
Fact.
Made under license from Pneumatic International Limited. Yeah, so that's a thing. There's a choking hazard, though, and little children shouldn't have it. But again, it's not really made in the UK. It's made in China. But that's all right. We still like little desk vacuum Henry. He's pretty cool in his own creepy little ways. Brr, cat, gotcha. Arr. Rob is like, yeah, they all are, D. Sussex is a cool area, never been, but it's cool. How would you know if it's cool if you've never been there? Wouldn't you have to go to say something was cool?
And part of every day, I want to rock and roll all night.
All night?
And part of every day.
It's because they have half-priced appetizers. Piccolo says, I've heard of Sussex, and Robbie says, not necessarily, D. You can't always go off of other people's opinions.
What do you need?
Do you want to get some hairless Leopolds?
You're not going to buy another cat, so why do you tease me?
You have to bathe them. They get all gross, oily, and dirty because they don't have hair. So you have to give them baths and stuff.
Oh. Cool.
You don't want to get their ears wet, so you have to put little bonnets on them.
It's fine. Leopold's tail's irritating him.
Look at it!
Has a life of its own.
Robbie's like, they made a female version called Hetty. And then Vindicator says, so Maxwell's first match back is against Rouge. Who you got winning that one, Travis?
Definitely not Rouge.
Right. Robbie's like, it's pink and black, I think. That sounds about like a Hetty. Piccolo says, do you know Gwendolyn Christie? Googled celebs from Sussex. Don't know Gwendolyn Christie.
I don't know what Sussex is.
It's a place in the UK.
Oh, okay.
It's a city.
Okay, I didn't know. I thought it could have been a movie or something. What's her name? I'll look it up.
Gwendolyn Christie. Piccola says, oh my god, I just chipped my front tooth. What the fuck were you chewing on? Are you okay? Like, is it a bad chip? You're going to have to go to the dentist? Is the nerve exposed?
What's her name? Gwendolyn what?
Christie.
Oh, Christie.
People's like, and I don't know why it happened. What were you chewing on? Were you chewing on a cup? Oh, did you almost fall down, weirdo?
Why do you want me to look at this broad? She's terrifying looking.
He Googled celebs from Sussex.
That's that one girl that plays the woman on Game of Thrones,
Oh, yeah, her.
the big buff one.
Yeah.
Well, in Game of Thrones, the book. I've never watched the actual series, so...
She plays the one character.
Yeah. Brienne. Is her name Brienne?
Yeah, something like that.
Or Bryn.
As Piccolo says, she was on Game of Thrones. Yeah. Then here's like, it's okay, Piccolo. Like they say in sports, next man up. Ravi is your backup moderator. Beyond that, the bench is very thin.
I know that, so it's my own fault for not watching Game of Thrones, and it's been off the air forever. So, but I don't like reading headlines because it lets me know who lives and dies.
Mm-hmm.
And she lives. Because they said that she's going to be in the spinoff, the Jon Snow spinoff.
Oh.
Meaning that she didn't die.
Yeah, in their storyline. Robbie says, F knows who Gwendolyn Christie is. To be honest, ain't got time for twat celebs. Well, she's from your country, for fuck's sake. You should know exactly who she is.
You probably live close to her.
Yeah, you probably know her.
Since the whole country is the size of our city. Sorry, I keep... One of these days, it's going to be the size of our neighborhood. It's an island the size of our state. Then it went down to the size of now our city.
Picola's laughing. Is it a bad chip, Picola?
I bit a fork once and broke right there. Oh, I do.
Yeah, ouch.
Just one corner of it.
Robbie says, Vin, I'm no backup dancer, blood. Ooh, not the backup dancer.
Holy crap.
Yeah, she's really tall.
Right. Well, she'd have to be green or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And she's wearing heels on that, but yeah.
Well, good for her.
And it's so funny because in some ways she's like really pretty. And then some she's not.
Right.
James Howell in the chat. Hey, James. Is
James.
better late than never, I say. That's right. Vindicator says, Ravi, Talitha would like to see you and Daniel Garcia in a dance-off. Ew. No, thank you. I don't want to see that. That's gross, Vin.
Who doesn't have her height? When you're 8 feet tall, you should have your height listed.
Can't you just...
6'3".
I was going to say, you should just be able to look it up.
Yeah, she's as tall as that rookie that plays for the Sparks. Brink. The shot blocker.
Mm-hmm.
She went number 2 behind Caitlin Clark. Some people rather crash than slow down. Bike riders. Oh, the bike riders. It's not bike riders, it's the bike riders. That Brink should quit the WNBA and just model.
Oh, yeah? You think?
Yeah, she's
funny.
She's good, but she's not going to make any money. You know, like real money. And she could make millions modeling.
Yeah,
although she
probably.
could still stay in the WNBA and make millions from endorsements and everything.
Yeah. Robbie says, do you ever put loose change in the charity jar at the checkout? I don't really pay with cash hardly ever anymore, Robbie. James says, he all got winning at Clash at the Castle between Cody and AJ. Cody. Vindicator says, this Will versus Phoenix match has been a 3-star so far, but of course it's going to run overtime anyway.
Oh, yeah, it's going 10 minutes.
Yeah, they like the overtime.
I'm going to have to watch Game of Thrones. It's crazy watching 20-minute episodes of shows because they go so fast. We're already in like season 5 or something.
I know, right?
It took us umpteen years to get through Buffy.
Yeah, but at least most of it was entertaining. It seemed like even though Angel was shorter, like it wasn't as many seasons, it seemed like that one took us twice as long to get through.
Right.
Even though we watched it
the
same. Like we'd watch it not just at lunch or anything. So it was crazy. Vindicator said that. Robbie says that's why you don't support the local charities at the stores. That's a very good excuse to use. Most of those aren't really local charities, by the way, Robbie, and here around here. I don't know what. And I don't round up for shit either because all it does is give the big corporation places a tax break for shit, and I don't believe in that. So, there you go.
You got that Kung Fu grip.
What?
Well, he said he had a good grip. I said, that Kung Fu grip. Old Ray Phoenix. Uh-oh, Will Ospreay's stripping the arm naked. Phoenix, Frankensteiner. 2. This match is just... I don't like matches where you just know the one dude's going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
As he says the word for word, he says, this match could go either way, but, like, we know.
We know. We know.
I mean, shit, they're wrestling in 2 weeks. There's no way he's losing tonight.
Pickle's like, okay, I washed my dish. And Robbie says, but someone could benefit from your small donation. They won't. Pickle says, you know the bottom 2 front teeth, the one on the left, and my tongue is constantly touching it, connected to my gums, the back of the tooth.
Oh.
You chipped the back of your bottom front tooth? Like the back of it? How the hell did you do that?
1, 2, 3.
Ooh, Swerve's out there staring like a creeper.
Hey, is there still 6 minutes left?
Maybe. They might.
Is he going to, like, go
something to
face
do.
to face?
Vindicator says, so they got the winner right, but did not like that ending. Way too telegraphed.
All right, here's our Tyson Kidd stuff.
Ooh, AI stuff?
If Tyson Kidd had never been injured, his career in WWE might have taken several different paths. Here's a speculative look at what could have happened. 1. Continued tag team success.
Totally
Tyson
weird.
Kidd was a part of a successful
That's a
tag
weird
team with
place to get a
Cesaro.
chip on it, too. It's like, how
Without
would
the
you
injury,
do that?
they could have continued to dominate the tag team division, possibly winning multiple tag team championships and establishing themselves as one of the greatest tag teams in WWE history. 2. Singles career. Kidd could have transitioned into a successful singles career. With his technical prowess and in-ring skills, he might have captured mid-card titles like the Intercontinental or United States Championships, and possibly even vied for the WWE World Championship. 3. Feuds and storylines. Tyson Kidd's wrestling acumen and charisma would have led to engaging feuds and storylines with top-tier talent. His matches with opponents like Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, and other technical wrestlers could have been show stealers. 4. Mentorship role. Even while competing, Kidd could have taken on a mentorship role for younger talents, given his extensive experience and knowledge of the wrestling industry. 5. Legacy and impact. Without the injury, Tyson Kidd's legacy would likely be marked by numerous classic matches and moments in WWE history. His influence on the technical style of wrestling would have been more pronounced. Ultimately, Tyson Kidd's injury curtailed a promising career, but his contributions to WWE, even in a non-wrestling capacity, continue to be significant. His potential uninjured career could have elevated him to even greater heights in the professional wrestling world.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. All right, Pickle says goodnight, Vindicator. All right, everybody. AEW is pretty much... Did he just steal his belt?
Yeah, he took it out of his hands.
Will Ospreay thinks he's cool by stealing other people's things.
He took his belt, bruv.
Where is he from again?
London.
He's from London? Is he from England?
Yeah.
Where's Will Ospreay from? Is he from England?
Probably Blackpool. No, just kidding. He's from somewhere over there.
Is he?
He's definitely from England.
Oh, okay. I was just
Don't
like,
know
is he
what
from
part.
England? Rob is like, and that was that. Another fraudulent AEW. Ooh, stealing things, taking people's stuff. Criminal.
Yay.
James Howell's like, I think he's Irish. Yeah, that's it. He's probably from Liverpool.
If you ask an American, it's just they're all the same. It doesn't matter.
Rude. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, watching AEW Dynamite. I guess they're going to have a matchup between Will Ospreay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Forbidden Door crap. That's right.
Yeah, the back door.
Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland are having a fight
Back
June
door.
30th. Cool beans and their backdoorness playing just the tip. Grossness. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back again on Friday for Smacketh the Downeth.
Appreciate you watching Wrestling Gap. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.